but at the same time, I took my studies seriously. And I studied a Bachelor of Arts in Public Administration, Political Science, and Psychology. That was my first degree within a period of 3 years. My second degree was Bachelor of Journalism for 1 year, and my third degree was Masters of Mass Communication and Journalism for another 1 year. That was 5 years. So by the time I was done, I was in my early 20s. And then I remember I performed so well. I mean, I had like, I don't know, an upper grade.
Yeah.
I think I was so excited to the point that we decided to party that night, you know. Then I had an accident.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, I had an accident, yeah. It was a head-on collision. Just when I was preparing to come back home. So this was very bad news for my parents. They were informed. So I had to be hospitalized in an India Private Wing.
Yeah.
It's a hospital called India Private Wing. And the doctor, after my admission,
yes,
the doctor told me that my accident was very serious. I had fractures. Of course, I broke my femur, my leg. I think it was fractured like 5 times, my right leg, and a severe back problem. Yeah, basically that is what I went through at the time.
Yeah.
So the doctor said that I needed blood transfusion. Before I was transfused, my mother was informed. My entire family, basically, my father, my siblings, my mom, and my sister. So my mom and my elder sister came over to India. You know, at the time I was 18, like I said, but I mean, by the time I had an accident, I was in my early 20s. But still, they insisted that my mom had to consent before I could be transfused.
Yeah.
Given blood transfusion.
Because you were
So my mom
probably underage for India at that point.
Yes.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah, so my mom, I remember, of course, she consented, and then my transfusion began. I was given 12 pints of blood, and then I was given IVs, like 30 of them.
Oh, wow.
And then I used to be given 8 injections per day for a period of 1 month. So I remember during my stay in the hospital, there was the person who caused my accident. He was an Indian. He came over and apologized, and I forgave him, because my late father told me that in order for God to hear my prayer, I need to forgive those who have offended me.
For
that
sure.
was something that I learned ever since I was a kid, a child.
Yes.
So I forgave him, and thereafter a pastor came over. At the time I was not born again. I was professing Christ, but I was not serious, you know.
Yes.
So a pastor came over and prayed for me and requested if I was ready to give my life to Christ. Well, I was just professing Christ, but I was not serious, like I said. So he prayed for me, and then I decided to give my life to Christ, because he told me that if I do so, I'll be able to get well.
Yes.
So I was just doing it with the intention of getting well.
Yeah.
So after that, my transfusion began, and I underwent a major operation that took 9 hours. Yeah, so of course, it was successful by God's grace.
Okay.
And my mom and my sister, of course, stayed over with me for a period of 1 month until I was discharged. You understand? So upon my discharge, we decided to come back to Kenya.
Okay.
Due to the nature of my injury, I had to occupy more than one seat. It was Air India now, coming back to Kenya. My late uncle was working as a manager with Air India.
Okay.
So he was able to, do the necessary arrangements. So I came over with my mom and my sister. Upon arrival, I was met by my elder brother, who is also a doctor. He was he worked as he was a major. He worked with an Air Force in Kenya.
Okay.
At the same time, he was a doctor.
Okay.
So he organized for an ambulance to come over to the airport, and then I was taken straight to a hospital within Nairobi. It's called Masaba Hospital. It's an old hospital. I was taken there and hospitalized because my condition, I was in a critical state.
Okay,
So I
Caroline,
stayed there.
sorry to cut you. So after
Yes.
the surgery in
Yes.
India, it wasn't successful, or you weren't okay after the surgery in India?
The surgery in India was successful,
Okay.
but naturally after undergoing an operation for 9 hours,
Okay.
the body cannot be the same. I was
Okay.
in pain,
Yes.
and
yes.
of course I needed some,
Okay.
drugs and stuff like that. And then the fact that I had to, fly all the way back to Kenya
Yes.
in my state, I think it affected me
Yeah.
somehow.
Okay.
So that's why when I arrived at the airport, I had to be taken straight to a hospital.
Okay.
So I went there and stayed for a period of a month. I remember my situation got worse, so I was taken back to Kenyatta Hospital. It's a major hospital. It's a government hospital, Kenyatta Hospital within Nairobi.
Yeah.
So I was taken to the private wing section. Yeah, because my late mother at the time worked with the UN, so she was able to pay my bills.
Okay.
So I was taken there for a period of about 5 months. I waited there for a few days, a few weeks
Okay.
before I was the doctor, a major operation was done on me. So after the operation, I think my condition. I got better, and then I was discharged.
Yeah.
Upon my discharge, prior to my discharge, the doctors gave me bad news, or rather sad news. They said that I would never walk,
Oh.
I would never give birth, and I would never dance.
You never
And this was
walk.
very.
You
I would never
never
walk. I
give
would
birth to
never
a
give
child,
birth, and I would never dance.
and you never dance.
Yeah, that is what the doctors told me. I'm talking about prominent doctors. Well-known doctors. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, they're also human beings. And they're also human beings.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you see, while growing up, we were made to believe that whatever the doctor says, that's final. So it affected my life greatly.
Yeah.
So I remember this was very sad news for me. But I left it, up to God, because I don't know. I was speechless.
Yes.
So then, after my discharge, my mother, a friend of my mother, informed my mother, told my mother about a popular traditional Masua. This is a man who uses traditional medicine to treat fractures. He has to crush them naturally. So after that, the man was based in Nyanza, a place called Kokuro, within Kenya. I think most Kenyans are conversant with this place.
Yeah.
So my mom, being a nurse at the time, she wanted to see me back on my feet. It was very sad news for mom. So I remember mom took me there in Nyanza to a traditional Masua. I remember she was a nurse, but she had to, try plan B.
Yeah.
Because she wanted to see me back on my feet. So I went to Nyanza, and then while there, we went to that man's home. A family friend introduced this man to us, I remember. So upon arrival in his home, he had to crush the fractures again. It was so painful. There were other people also, elderly people who had problems, who had accidents. It was so painful. To the point that you can either pee on yourself or even the other one. You get it?
Wow.
But as a child, all I wanted was to get well. So
Yes,
the
yes.
moment he crushed the bones, it was so painful. But I just persevered because I wanted to get well.